Hi, how's it going? I've been thinking about pencil drawing and I want to share with you a little bit about it. It's really easy to just pick up. There's a low barrier to entry, and that's so great because it's so important to make art every day. When you make daily art, you make yourself healthier. Pencil drawing is so great because it's super accessible. All you need is paper, and you can use any kind of paper. Like printer paper is fine, it really doesn't matter. Here's the thing about these comfy pencils. They range from H being the hardest to B, which is the softest, and they have all different numbers. So you can get like an 8B, which is really, really, really soft, or you get like a 6H, which is really, really hard. And here's the funny thing. The one right in the middle is called HB, and that's the exact same thing as one of these guys. Number 2 pencil, good old fashioned, ride the school bus, yellow pencil. Here's what you need really. One of these, an eraser of any sort. This one already has one there, but it's good to have an eraser that you can find some really hard edges with. One of these is great. Also, there's these gummy erasers. These guys are super cool too because you can pull them apart and you can make them any shape you want. If you want to get a really fine line, you can twist it up and get like a really little fine point. You can do all kinds of things with these gummy erasers. So I'm going to share with you some of my pencil drawings that I've done. Here's an example of something super expressive with pencil, just using the side of the pencil. Here's an example of all of the different variation that you can get using the pencil. You can see all of these different marks that were made. Graphite is your friend, my friend, everybody's friend. I'm going to show you all the different things that you can do with pencil. First, we'll start with, this is an 8B pencil, and it is so soft. If you see when I use the side of it to make lines, you see how sort of rough and textured the lines can be? And then if we compare it with a 4H, and I do the same thing, the line quality is so different. First of all, it's thinner and it's smooth. It's smoother in a way, like you don't get the same rough edges. Well, you do actually, in reality, you actually do if you were to like look really close, but it's just the smaller. So the main thing is the softness and the hardness. So the 8B is really soft. So I can press down and I can get like these really dark marks. And then I can also make lighter pressure, and the lighter I go, the lighter the marks can get. Here with H, if I go, here's my dark marks, and then the lighter, it gets lighter like that. In comparison, this it's a little, you don't get as dark with the H as you do with the B. For example, here's me. I'm going to put all my pressure that I can down as I'm making these beautiful marks. I feel like they're beautiful because I love the way it feels when you do it. And then here's me putting all the pressure I have on the H. It's not as dark. So that's the main difference. Softness, hardness. Now, another thing is how you would shade things. So if I'm making like a sphere and I want to give it shading with the B, I'm kind of using the side of the pencil here, and then I can get lighter and lighter, and then I can go back and do darker, but I can kind of like color in with the pencil to get the shades of this very wonky ball. If I did with H, make a circle, and I'm not going to get that same kind of shading so quickly the way I did with the B. What I would have to do is I have to do kind of like a different kind of mark making. I'm just making like a lot of little lines to make the shading. And I'm doing this sort of fast. I would probably be a little more nuanced in how I made the lines, but you get the idea. And then I go back and then I just keep making those lines darker and darker where I want the shading to get darker to make the same thing. Now, of course, like the beauty of this right here is if I wanted to come back and have that super dark line, I could with the B, put it in there. So these guys can definitely like intermix. They don't have to stay separate at all. Finally, with the shading, this is the other difference. So with the B, if I take something like this is like a paper shading tool. I don't know what it's called. We'll call it paper shading tool. So if I use this, it really smooths out the material and it shades like really seamlessly. So you see here, if I can mix up the shading in here. So here, when I do this, it just makes it kind of softens everything up. One other thing that's cool about this thing too, once you've got all that on it, you can kind of keep drawing with it. Now, if I go over here, I can also use this little blending tool to get different effects. Lastly, our last tool is erasers. Erasers are the best. These are actually drawing tools, not just removal tools. So for example, if I'm gonna make something, here's just a field of shading. And if I want to make certain parts darker, I don't know, I'm just playing around. I'm gonna do this over here, I'm gonna do that over here. I can come back in with the eraser and I can draw with lightness. I can come back with the eraser and I can make different marks. So it's like being able to add a light gray to the drawing. And then I can use that to make another shape. So this is another reason why pencil is so awesome. It's totally forgiving. The eraser is there for you. You don't have to worry about making a mistake, as you know from school. So there you have it.